Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our show. A little show that we do. We call it Sidejag. Yeah, it's what it is. We're going to talk about some neat stuff tonight. We had the pleasure of watching the Gene Wilder documentary, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. I also watched the other documentary that we weren't supposed to watch, but I watched it. The tell them you love me.
Oh, damn it. You should have told me I watched it too.
Yeah, no, you don't. Okay. But we'll talk about that along with some other fun things. Welcome to the show. Let's get started. I'm Dean. This is my partner. High five.
Ooh.
Yo.
Listen, I'm just glad that you guys could take time away from watching the 200-year-old guys argue about how each one of them is incompetent, but they were each still better than the 10 or 20 people we could have chose from beside of them.
I don't think there'll be anybody watching tonight. I was thinking about that when I was driving home. I was like, there's going to be nobody watching tonight because everybody wants to see the fucking circus that is that. And I can't blame them. What is, I cannot, I mean, I figured it's going to go one of two ways. Anybody that's watching tonight is like, fuck it, whatever. I don't need to watch the dumpster fire.
Yeah.
But I feel like from a reality TV point of view, it's gonna be hard not to watch.
Oh, people are gonna love it. They're doing it for the memes. They're watching for the memes. For sure.
They're just watching because I'm Canadian.
There you go.
Yeah.
Don't worry about this. Unless it gets crazy, then we're bringing our mess up there.
If we can get the Canadian, if we can get the guy from fucking warring country in Europe and and whoever else, the Australians, will be all good. Blazing Saddles was the best. Blazing Saddles was good. All right, so let's just get it out of the way because what did you think about Gene Wilder's? What did you think about this documentary?
So I thought it was great in the sense that it's just a remembering Gene Wilder.
Yes.
So there's no set structure.
Nope.
I wasn't with that title. They let me know it's just a remembrance. It's not we're trying to tell a certain story. We're trying to tell a bunch of small stories about Gene Wilder.
Yeah, which I thought was great.
I thought it was great. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Cassie enjoyed it, which is shocking.
So one of the things I was kind of offset about that kind of made me wonder, and Haley brought it up, was how in the hell is he narrating his own documentary?
So I also wondered that, and I thought, is it AI or is this something that they took interviews of him talking about specific things?
Right. So, I mean, there was a certain point, like there was like live portions of it where they would show him talking and answering the questions that they were asking. But it was like, how in the hell is he narrating his own video? Like I feel like it had to be AI because there was no way, because he was almost talking about himself in the third person a couple times.
Yeah.
Like you would make that mistake in AI because you would write it that way.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That was the strangest part about it was, and I don't like that. I figured that out. I don't like that. I would have rather them had Harry Connick Jr. do it, because he was clearly a fanboy, really liked Gene. I think like listening to somebody else narrate your story is the way it has to be. That was the only thing about this that threw me off.
Yeah, they could have got James Earl Jones. He does everyone else's. Why not?
Yeah, no, I would have. I mean, Harry Connick Jr. was already there. I would have rather just have him do it because he's got a good voice.
Yeah, I mean, you could have had Mel Brooks do it too.
No, because I think that would have been way too hard. Because Mel's like 100 years old.
Yeah.
His parts were perfect. The history of the world. Yeah. But I thought it was good. I enjoyed the trip down memory lane. I enjoyed listening to the inner workings of his things we wouldn't have known about him.
Mm-hmm.
Like how, the passions that he had and he was a good guy. He was a good guy. I love the portion of like them talking about the Richard Pryor portion of it.
Dude, that was the part. So to me, I did know about these movies, but I knew the things I knew about Gene Wilder. My favorite, obviously, Willy Wonka's my favorite that he's ever done. Young Frankenstein, Blazing Saddles. That was the big three for me.
Right.
I had forgotten about all the Richard
Silver Streak and Stir Crazy.
But I remember them once I started saying them, and I was like, "Oh yeah, those were great."
I've actually saw those in the movie theater.
Yeah,
which to me, those were more like I never saw Young Frankenstein.
Oh really?
No, I was like Willy Wonka, and then it was like Silver Streak and Stir Crazy. I don't think I saw. I don't know if I saw Hear No Evil, See No Evil.
I don't think I saw that either.
Yeah, which I feel like I have, but because I was watching the clips that they had, and I was like, I know I've seen this. I've seen parts of this. I feel like that was an HBO thing that I watched when I was younger.
Yeah.
But in there again, I loved finding out that Gene and Richard were great on set,
but then
it was over. It was over because Richard had his shit going on,
right,
and Gene had his shit going on. So it was just like he was, the agreement was when we're here, we're gonna do this, even though you're late, but whatever.
Yeah,
and that they at least got to have a lot of fun on that last movie.
Dude, that's totally us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, unless it's something important or whatever, like we catch up on the show every week.
Yeah.
That's our time to catch up, and it's like,
well, that makes things easy though,
it's like we catch up. This is the excuse to just talk about bullshit.
which is great.
Yeah.
And I like that they did that last movie together that Gene wrote, after his wife passed away. And I didn't know about the second wife.
Me neither.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I actually didn't know his wife passed away like that.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, it's tragic.
That was a big deal.
Right.
That was like a big deal back then. So, because she was a big deal. She was like freaking Saturday Night Live royalty. So but yeah, the second wife was new to me, and I liked there again, it was they interviewed all the right people.
Yeah.
It was a good story. You felt good about it. Gilda Radner, yeah.
No.
And it was just fun. It was just a neat little fun thing to watch.
When I got to learn a few things like Willy Wonka, my favorite scene in Willy Wonka is the desk. You lose. Good day, sir. That was all ad-libbed. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's like one of the most iconic scenes to me from that movie.
Yeah.
He's just like unhinged. And the fact that he's talking about when he was in the military, he had to work with people in the mental deficiencies or whatever. And that's where he thought that's the closest thing to acting. And if you just picture that, and it's like, yeah, that's what dude was unhinged in most of the shit he was doing. And it was like, it makes sense.
Well, in there again, he was a very expressive actor. I mean, if I feel like if you look at I guess like Kevin Hart would be very similar to, would be like a modern version of Gene loosely.
Right. Yeah.
Just because, his acting style is always over the top.
Right.
Like he puts when he gasses up and goes, it's like just like because Gene Wilder was like that. He was just like and you're just like, then I saw Gene Wilder. Yeah. I love the scene from Blazing Saddles that they put in there where they were talking about how he had to deliver, and then he's like, they're morons.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah.
I laughed so hard. I was like, man, didn't even remember that, obviously, because I was a kid. I played that again for Fernando. I was like, dude, you gotta see this movie. This is priceless, man.
It's freaking crazy. Like a lot of the stuff that he was in would never fly today. That's just it's so sad, man, because the whole point of that Blazing Saddles was to show the idiocracy, if you want to say, of racism and to point out this is racist. It's stupid. We're playing it straight to show you that it's stupid.
Right.
Now people would get so offended. It's like you just totally missed the whole point.
Oh yeah. And there again, it's like you have a Jewish guy making a video about black racism in Hollywood.
Yeah.
by playing it straight, white guy shit. And it's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Which was even funnier because when I went and saw Inside Out 2 weeks ago, they had a big poster of all the movies that they're, because now it's cool to re-release classic movies for like a day or two.
Yeah.
You can come watch them. And Blazing Saddles was one of them. What was weird was it was the only one that didn't have a date next
Really?
to it. So all of them had like, this is the date, this is the date. Blazing Saddles, no date. And I was like, are they not going to show it? I mean, like, what the fuck is going on? It's kind of weird. Like,
at first.
Yeah, it's like it's
Yeah.
like it's gonna be like we're gonna tell you that week. So,
Dude, I actually done that on one movie, maybe 2 years ago, and it was me and Derek both went and seen it. They re-released it in theaters as Rad, the 20.
yeah, that's that bike movie.
Yeah, and it's a horrible movie, but it's also a great movie for me.
Yeah.
Oh, it was super fun to go watch that in the movie theater again. There's certain movies I would want to see. I'd like to see The Matrix again, the original one, maybe re-released. The original only though.
Yeah, no, for sure on that. I'm just trying to think like.
Well, you don't think you'd go see Predator if it got re-released? I'd probably see that. I'd just watch Rambo 1 as well.
That's a tough one, man. I like maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean, damn, I don't know.
House, but
Predator maybe.
It's
like
cool. It's cool with the big. Yeah, I wouldn't see Star Wars. No, like, listen, Disney has ruined Star Wars so much for me. Like, I'm almost over Star Wars.
So, have you watched any of The Acolyte?
No, I'm waiting to see if you say it's okay or not.
Fucking trash.
Okay, we'll see.
Trash. It is straight trash. Like, so all right, we're gonna.
This is what we did.
Probably go see Predator in the theaters. So Acolyte.
Yeah.
All right. So I've been watching my guys that talk about all this stuff. So like I have a YouTube channel that I watch, and all they do is talk about nerdy movie crap. So Acolyte is right in there, and they got invited to go out to the screening of it, where they had like the girl that's in charge, and they were able to ask her all the questions and talk to her, and she could either tell them or not. And so like we knew that episode 5 is supposed to be the one that everyone's going to talk about. Like this is going to be the big. This is going to be like the big. Whoa! Holy crap! Right. No way. So this is a week for episode 5. Episode 5 sucked. Episode 4 sucked more. They've all sucked. Like this has been the suckiest. Like I so desperately want everyone to just like anyone that is liking this is like why and I'm trying, like, these guys are super positive about it. They're like, this is amazing. I'm like, this is stupid. I don't know what the fuck they're seeing. And
that's what I was about the other one, like the things. That's why outside of the Mandalorian, that's the only Star Wars thing we probably disagree about.
Yeah,
but like every other Star Wars thing, we're pretty much line step. So
yeah.
When you say that the other, I can't even remember the name of the other one.
Oh, Andor.
Yeah, Andor. You're like, yeah, it's not worth it. I don't watch it. You just dodged a bullet for me. So here's the thing. So I'm trying to. Okay, so when you tell a story, right, you want to pick the most interesting story to tell, because that's otherwise it's boring, right? Yeah.
So this is 100 years before everything that has happened. This is the time where the Jedi are the most revered, right? This is the quiet time. Like everyone's ass is kicked, and so now they're just this peaceful force that we've always heard about, right?
Yeah.
And can I help you?
Hi.
Hi.
Do you like my new sweatshirt?
It's fantastic.
Thank you. It's monochromatic.
Okay.
Have you guys talked about the weird show?
Not yet.
Oh. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. So it's like the Jedi are not. So most of the Jedis that exist right now have never faced anything. Like they don't know how to fight. They know how to go through sword moves. So they're all just this, like, we're cool, but it's like an army that has never actually gone to war, right?
Right. Yeah.
So they don't know how to do shit. Okay, but they're still Jedi, right? Mm-hmm. So they should still know how to kick ass and take names. But apparently they don't. And right now they're extreme pacifists, so they're very lame. This is the height of the rules, and like you're like, okay, wait, why did we pick this error? Like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Like we can write this any way we want, okay? And we picked this. So a Sith Lord has popped its evil head up, and an apprentice, the acolyte, and like the story is dumb.
Yeah.
So
and they're just letting it happen, basically. The Jedi.
yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on. So the big 5th episode was the big battle between the big bad that we've been trying to figure out who he was, not really,
Yeah.
and the Jedi that are there. And this guy,
Is there any, like, who do we know? Like, who would I know?
Nobody.
So it's all new characters.
All new characters.
Oh, yes, I don't
100 years before anything of relevance. So they're just telling another Star Wars story.
Yeah.
The story is basically like the Jedi are complacent, not very good. Right. They're just, and so this guy comes in. I mean, the battle, the fight scene, like the fight scene was awesome. No, the fight scene was stupid, man. Like these Jedi Knights got their asses handed to them, like, by this guy. Like, so much so he stabs this one guy, pulls this other guy onto the lightsaber blade. Like, so there's one guy that's skewed, and there's a guy behind him, and he just goes like this, and the other guy just gets skewed too. And then he pulls it out and chops their heads off. And you're going, what the fuck just happened? Like, wait, what? And the only one and the only person that like has any ability to like go head to head with this guy is an apprentice. A Padawan is like kicking this guy's ass. And I'm like, so Jedi Knights just like got devastated, and this one Padawan is like, kicking ass and taking names, but she's gonna die. She's gonna die because she's reckless. She's a Padawan, and so she gets like hosed.
Yeah.
Like in this last episode, they killed everybody.
Damn.
And you're just going, I like those people. Like, I like those people were the only reason I was watching the show, and you just killed them all. Like, I don't like the people that survived. They suck.
That's kind of like Rogue One, like. But I actually think I appreciate Rogue One basically killing all the main people.
Well, they had to die.
Yeah, because the way it's going. But then they saved the one dude that I didn't care about, the pilot.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't know. I'm just like, but none of these people had to die because it's 100 years before. Now we know we have a Sith.
Oh my God. I would be interested if they made a Jedi show or movie or whatever that goes into like the religious fanaticism of it and from an outside perspective. So you don't know what their intent is. They say it's good, but if you're not seeing it from their perspective,
the rest of like a Vatican type show.
Basically, but with lightsabers.
Yeah, that'd probably be better than this one.
Yeah.
So
because if you're looking, so say you're an imperialist, right? And you don't know what the government's doing. Like, we don't know most of what our government's doing.
Right.
Most people choose a side. I don't, but a lot of people do, right? So you might be on this side, and you don't truly know what they're doing in the background's evil. So from your point of view, like say I'm an imperialist, and I'm like, yeah, man, go. Man, these Jedis keep killing, these religious fanatics keep killing our people. I would like to see a story like that. That's just...
Well, that's the Sith. I mean, it's the Jedi feel like they're the only ones that can control the Force.
Right.
The Sith are like, we just want to be left alone to use the Force how we want.
Yeah.
And the Jedi won, so they get to tell the story. That's why there can only be two. They have to move through time and have to plot and scheme and do things to disrupt the Jedi, because that's where the ultimate battle. And that's why you see Palpatine, finally come to power and kill all the Jedi in one fell swoop, because that's what he had to do. The whole Palpatine thing was to get to Order 66 to kill the Jedi. That was it. All the other shit, man, it was just...
Turns out he wasn't a Jedi. He was a Highlander.
Yes, there can be only one. Yes, he wasn't a Sith. He was a Highlander, yeah. But either way, right now, it's like you're at episode 5. I text Brian, and after I watched it at the gym tonight, and I text Brian. I said, Star Wars is dead to me.
Yeah.
He,
I'm
said-
kinda
he
like
he immediately calls me and says, "Oh, so you just watched the last episode?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Dude, bro, could this suck any worse?" And I go, "Yeah, probably could. Probably could."
But people love it, man. They like people when we loved Obi-Wan, people
Yeah.
hated it. The reviewers hated it. It's like who are you know what I think it is? I think they're just too young. Like a lot of the people they're like in their 30s and stuff, and
Which
I
is
saw-
fine.
yeah, they just have a different outlook on Star Wars.
Right. And you know, it's fine though, because it's like if that's again, I will gladly walk away.
Oh yeah,
You know, because if this is what it's come to,
yeah.
it's not worth it, you know.
Well, if you dial back to when we first started the show, how hyped we were for Marvel series coming on Disney and Star Wars, and like you can if you watch every episode, you'll slowly see the descent of us just falling out of love with Star Wars and Marvel, and
yeah, because and there again, it's funny though, because like Marvel's problem is there's too much of it. The Star Wars problem is that it's not good.
Yeah,
There's not a lot of it. Like
No.
Bad Batch was phenomenal. Like Bad Batch, the cartoon was great. Oh my gosh, it was like that made I would gladly go back and watch that. I'm gonna go rewatch the whole 3 seasons, 30 episodes. I'd sit there and enjoy every minute of it. It was a compelling story. It was good. They did everything. It was like there was moments, and then there was action, and then there was moments, and there was story. This is just stupid. It's bad. It's like everything we know about the Jedi. This isn't them.
right.
This isn't them, and we don't need to know this. It's stupid.
Well, that's like even the show that I like, The Mandalorian. I like it outside of the context of Star Wars.
Right.
It's a
It's like it as
spaghetti
a western.
It's a spaghetti western. I think it's cool that it's in space. It's it's a spaghetti western. But it really, if I'm saying that's part of the Star Wars universe, it gets ranked lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there again, like there was a couple, like when they went to Mandalore and some of the, like not all the episodes suck, but it's like I don't know. This just isn't how I would tell the story.
Yeah.
I would expect more.
It's good. It's good in a vacuum, but when you think of it as the whole Star Wars universe, then it's that's where it falls flat.
Oh, it's so flat. And so speaking of dumb other movies, so Jessica Alba also just came out with a new movie that's on Netflix. And I was like, okay, Jessica Alba, she's fresh off of like done being a mommy. I'm gonna come back to doing some acting. And she was a good TV actor. I don't know if she ever did any movies that were worth a shit, but
She's done some comedies that were pretty good for their day. But
yeah,
I can't recall them right now.
yeah, but she was a good TV actor. So they brought her in, and they dude, I got maybe 15-20 minutes into that movie, and I was like, I don't care what happens, I can't watch another minute of this. Like, this is so bad. And it's funny too, because it's like the story is simple. I was watching another guy talk about it, and it's like I totally agree with him. I'm getting tired of like okay, so it's the Jason Bourne effect, right?
Yeah.
When Jason Bourne came out and hit the screen, basically what we had was a normal human being. He wasn't a Sylvester Stallone. He wasn't an Arnold Schwarzenegger. Those two guys were superheroes, right? The guys of like they were superheroes. Like they were built like tanks, and you could almost believe that they could do the things they were doing because they were bigger than life. Okay.
Right.
But then Jason Bourne drops in, and you're like, okay, here's this guy that can run around, take abuse, do all kinds of things, think, and like do amazing shit and kick everybody's ass and come out on top. And you're like, holy fuck.
Right.
He was like the evolution of like Bruce Willis character. Like Die Hard was this accidental, that was human. He was bleeding. Right. He was hurt. He just had this, and he had this, I'm never going to not, no stopping me attitude.
You know who that brings me back to and thought to also? This is going to be a throwback. Charles Bronson.
Yeah.
Dude, my dad loved Charles Bronson movies.
Well, who didn't?
And they were like, I don't know.
Baby.
I haven't watched one in forever, but
oh yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah,
but there again, and who remade Death Wish? Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
You know, so and there again, all I feel, and that was to me full circle, because if you look at like Death Wish and Charles Bronson stuff,
Yeah.
that was John McClane. You know, that was a guy that could take a hit.
Old dude that's also a badass. They can get
but not really though. You know, he was a badass by accident.
right. Yeah.
You know, he didn't have like
right.
hooey shit. He just, you know, he could take a punch in the face and he could punch you back. You know,
it's kind of nobody come full circle with nobody who's a legit badass.
Right. Well, there again, that's John Wick. You know.
Yeah.
So now we got John Wick, who there again, all after Jason Bourne.
Right.
Know? I guess you could almost say like Steven Seagal in No Way Out, or whatever it was, his Above the Law.
Yeah.
Above the Law, we saw this 6'2", skinny as a rail, you know, Steven Seagal that like, wow, here's this almost normal looking guy that could do karate and all this fun shit, and it was like, and then it just got ridiculous after that. But Bourne was like the culmination of it all, because he was 100% a normal looking guy.
Yeah.
But now everybody is a fucking superhero, right? Everyone is a master tactician. Everyone is just like I can do all this shit. You know, I was just watching a trailer for the new Mark Wahlberg movie, where like, you know, he's this guy, and this is another Netflix movie. You know, he's just an average dude that gets kidnapped and come work with whoever the fuck it is, and she's gonna train him to be a fucking killer. And you're like,
yeah,
haven't we done this enough? Like,
he's gonna do it in the Mark Wahlberg voice the whole time. Honey, go get my gun.
I just haven't we? But it's almost like this fatigue now of like, you know, and it's so like everyone now is just the best of the best. There's no, you know, there's no middle ground, right? You know, there's no, like, even if they did a John McClane version of it, it's just like, we've seen it. You know.
Yeah, I would say the one thing where they dialed that back a little bit was the Daredevil series, which I thought was the best one that Netflix done.
Yeah, 100%. Daredevil was the best.
Yeah, because he was getting his ass kicked, but he was also kicking ass, but he was getting hurt, you know. And
yeah. And there was a whole couple episodes there where he was fucking hurt.
Yeah, he was like, hey, like, I might not be able to make it. I'm in the hospital. I think at one point he was in the hospital. So
well, he lived underneath the church.
Yeah,
his mom was taking care of him. He didn't even know it was his mom. Oh, favorite Die Hard was Die Hard 1 for sure.
I thought that was just no.
After that, it didn't matter.
Yeah,
you know?
I liked the other ones too, but Die Hard.
Yeah. Well, I got them all. I own every one of them. But Die Hard 1 was the footprint. Everything else after that was just, you know, it was just another movie. You know, that was enjoyable to watch, but didn't, you know, lightning in a bottle is lightning in a bottle for a reason.
Right. I even kind of like the very last one they did.
I like the one with the Apple nerd. You know, the guy
that was the one.
I don't think that was. They did another one after that.
That's been long.
But they did another one with his son, and they did another one with his daughter, or maybe that was the one with his daughter.
Maybe am I thinking of the one to Justin Long then? It's like,
is that I'm a Mac? Is that the I'm a Mac guy?
That's the last one I thought that I liked, but I didn't know
that was yes, that was a good one.
Yeah.
But they did another one after that had his son where they went to Russia.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was Die Hard with a Vengeance. I think that's the one that we're talking about.
Is it?
I don't know.
No, Die Hard with a Vengeance is it 2 or 3? Wait.
Well, I think the Justin Long one is 2.
Is 2. I can't remember. The one I'm thinking of come out in 2015.
So you had the first one, Nakatomi Plaza.
It was like
the second one
like that.
Was in New York with Samuel L. Jackson.
Right. That was 2000.
His brother.
Yeah.
The third one was where they went and they killed the power, and he rode around with I'm a Mac. And then the fourth one, he had his son, and they went to Russia.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Oh, and then there was this. Oh, sorry, that's the fifth one. The second one was the airplane. So the second one was the airplane. The third one was New York with Samuel L. Jackson. The fourth one was with his sister or with his daughter and Amamak, and then the fifth one was with his son, and they're in Russia. So the
It's
plane.
my second on plane. Oh.
Yeah, the second is the plane. Yeah, because that was the one where he like they try to take over the airport, and all the planes are circling, and his wife is up there, and he drops the lighter that has the gas, and he goes, "There's your fucking runway. There's your landing lights. Yay!" You know, the planes start landing, and you're going, "That's so fake."
Yeah,
it's so fake. Yeah. There again, the nice thing about it is it worked. Okay,
right.
It worked. You know, he just basically all they had to do was kick his ass. He runs around beat up, and that's it.
He's like MacGyver that can fight a little bit. You know, so it's like MacGyver. He's barely escaping these situations. If it wasn't for his vast knowledge of how to build up a pea shooter or whatever.
Right. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. So, but you know, so now you get back to this Jessica Alba movie, and here's this like it starts out like any other movie. She's like in the special forces, and she's got to like kill some people and shit, and you know, here she's like, you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You know, then she's called home because her dad dies, so now she's got to go back, and of course she's from that old shitty town, you know, that is somewhat corrupt.
Yeah, of course.
You know, you're going, oh wow, you guys really worked the plot on this one, you know, and of course the bad person in this is like the mayor's son or the you know, it's like, oh my god, like,
and it wasn't, you know, who did that well though? Reacher, the show, the Amazon show.
Yeah.
They did that perfectly. Like he's traveling through the corrupt town. It ends up being high-powered people, and that was just fun. But I can imagine, like Netflix. When we talked about this, the last Netflix movie we watched, it was terrible.
Yeah,
like they'll just put anything out.
Well, see, but the nice thing about Reacher, hey, how you doing? There again, he looks the part.
Right? Yeah.
They're taking advantage. They're taking advantage of when the guy wrote Reacher, they modeled him after a Arnold Schwarzenegger style character that was like 6 foot whatever and 300 pounds of just towering. I'm gonna break you. I'm here to pump you up. I'm going to crush you like a grape. You know, I will crush your head like a watermelon. Plaque. You know, that's why Reacher is entertaining, because it's a throwback to like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
This guy could, like, 6 guys come up to this guy, he's probably gonna kick their ass because he looks the part. But where you see fucking Mr. Dune guy, you know, that weighs $105, maybe wet, you know, he's like, I'm gonna kick everyone in this. How in the fuck is he gonna do that? You know, and there again, John Wick, they went back to add in some John McClane to that, because it was like, you know, he's got to get hurt. He's not a big guy. He's got to get hurt a little bit, right?
Plus, he has guns. So, like,
well, he has guns, but that's the thing. That's they called it gung fu.
Yeah.
You know? So he kicked people's asses with his gun. So he needs the guns, because if he fights, he's going to get his ass kicked.
Yeah.
You know, because he's not a big guy. You know, and he's not going to take it. Then you have Chris Hemsworth come in and do these 2 stupid Netflix things, where the first one was stupid and the second one was equally stupid, but the action was good, and so we watched them. But there again, it's like, okay, a big strong guy kick small people's ass. All right, sounds good.
Yeah,
you know, but I don't know. I'm almost burned out on it.
It's kind of like the Roadhouse effect. Although I did kind of like Roadhouse, but I also didn't like Roadhouse, the new one with Jake Gyllenhaal.
No, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and it was like
so stupid.
But it was on that. It was on that line.
But it was there again. It was exactly what you knew it was going to be. There was no mistaking it. Like if you saw the old one, even if you didn't, you got it from the thing. It was like, but he wasn't smart. That was the thing.
Right. Yeah.
He was just a fighter. So he didn't have to fucking Mission Impossible Tom Cruise this bitch, where he's like got to defuse the bomb before the thing explodes.
No.
You know,
fight.
you just got to take a punch to the face. So I mean, it wasn't believable, but it was plausible, right?
Yeah.
You know, so it was, why would you not enjoy that? You know, here's this girl that weighs, you know, maybe 120 pounds, and she's gonna kick everybody's ass in the room. It's like,
Yeah.
Okay, this is so C-rated movie. I mean, Ava was that, and you know that was a phenomenal movie. Like, there was no way this girl was gonna kick anybody's asses, but she fucking did it like a champ. And you were like, oh yeah,
That's like what's it, Alita Battle Angel?
oh yeah,
That one was dope.
yeah.
I
She was a robot, so
yeah, but
yeah. No, I enjoyed that movie a lot. But there again, they took it and they put it in a place where it was like, listen, this would never happen, but she's a robot, so okay, I'm down.
Yeah.
You know, and we've ruined it for every other one, but you know that one was good.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, just that's it. Let's make everybody cyborg. Just kick everybody's ass. You know, it's like
go full full.
I love it when you have to see like a human punch something that's metal. It's like, you know, that's not going to work, right? Like there's no way in the world where you can punch something. You can't even punch drywall without breaking your hand. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, no, like you can't. Like sometimes in Transformers where it's like there's nothing you can do. It's a big metal sharp thing.
Right.
Unless you've got big guns, there's nothing you're going to do to it. You know, even if it stands your height, there's nothing. Yeah. Go punch a metal pole. Let me know how you turn out. It ain't gonna work.
What's like? Have you been watching The Boys?
No.
So listen.
It's sideways, bro.
Listen, Homelander goes back to his making, and this ties in with the high school thing. So it kind of like the other show that I watched. Anyways, he goes back, and there's this room that they would test their strengths in or whatever it is.
Yeah.
One of them, they literally, it's an oven, a fire-breathing oven.
Right.
He's in there and he's like telling the guy, and he's chumming it up as Homelander would. And he's like, yeah, remember when, you used to cook me in here or whatever? See how much temperature my skin can handle? He's like, turns out it could handle it all. He's like, but it still hurt. He's like, it hurt every single time. And then, of course, escorts the dude in there and promptly incinerates him. So,
of course. Yeah. It hurt.
Yeah. Well, I've been watching The Boys. Yeah. They are back now, not nearly as foul as it was last season, which I'm glad.
Okay.
I'm so glad that they went so far on that on the last season. I thought maybe I'm not even going to like this show anymore, but they're kind of back. Everyone's mad at them for being woke. Now that's the new complaint. And it's because, people, I don't know if they ever really watched the show.
Right.
Because the whole point of Homelander was he was like the crazy conservative person. And you could see it from the very beginning, and you could see all the things building around him kind of mirroring, our situation now. So that's what everyone's getting mad about. And me, I'm a pretty conservative person myself. But the funny thing is, when you get mad about that, it's like you kind of are what they say you are at that point.
Right.
If you're getting mad at that point.
Yeah, because they're calling you what you are.
Right. And it's like
nobody likes to look in the mirror.
Right. And it's like you must have not watched the show the whole time. Or you just jumped on the train later because other people said it was
wrong. You realize it's just a fucking TV show and dial it back. It doesn't matter. It's the TV show about superhumans that do weird shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't pertain to life. It's entertainment. Yeah. I hate it when, like, I get it. Like, everything in entertainment is kind of based, like, entertainment or storytelling is just a way of kind of expressing yourself with things that you're frustrated with in your normal life, right? Or things that you would like to explore in your normal life. You write a book, you tell a movie, you make a short story, whatever that is. But at the end of the day, it's just an expression. It's just a form of expression. So it's okay. Like, you can not like something, but where it became an issue that like everyone should tell people when they don't like or like something has really gotten out of control, and it's only going to get worse, right? We just know this is the way it is. This is the way of the world now. You don't like something, you immediately have to go online and you have to say, this sucked. Yeah. And it's like, okay, cool. And we're all guilty of it. We are all guilty of it.
We literally tell this. We have a whole show that right here that says what we do and don't like, but we don't get, we're not hurt by it. It's like, hey, we don't like that. You like it? That's cool. We think
Yeah.
it sucks.
I mean, there's a ton of people out there that like, oh hey,
Yeah.
that like the Acolyte. You know, they think this is the
Right.
coolest thing ever, and there's a bunch of people that are like, somebody should get fired, because this is the stupidest thing ever, and it's okay. It's okay. I mean, both are acceptable. I would like to see something that I might enjoy, but there again, that's selfish of me to say, you know, hey, you're telling us that we have to make something that you old guys like. And it's like, well, yeah, because we pay the bills, bitch. You know, we're the one buying our kids these toys, so I don't know, make something that we like. Yes, freaking sucks, 100%. It's terrible. And speaking of terrible, so Sunday after the shenanigans that we had go on, which Sunday was just a yay. Haley and I found like 2 hours that we could actually just like sit down and not want to kill anybody. And so she bought a new Lego project, Peter Pan. So it's this cool little Peter Pan diorama that Lego has.
Yeah.
And I had a new project. I had the last of the 3 ships that they came out with. So we're like, hey, they're both small. I said, let's just build these. She's all right, what do you want to watch? And I said, I showed her that since she's a psychology major.
Yeah.
She was like, tell me that you love me. I want to watch this. And I said, okay. So I don't even know how to describe, like, to set it up other than to say it's a teacher that went too far, but not in the sense of like little kids and shit like that. She was a professor.
It's like rapey.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It happens.
Yeah, right.
But it's the whole concept of how this all went down. It's creepy as fuck to watch. Okay.
So I dodged a bullet then.
No, you didn't. I mean, it's basically Beauty and the Beast, right? It's a real life version of Beauty and the Beast. You do have to watch it. I'm not giving it away. I'm not giving it away. I'm just saying it is a tad bit of Beauty and the Beast. You should watch it because it's an experience that I would not rob from anyone. But the takeaway at the end is really the sad part, because depending on how you fall after watching it, it's either the saddest thing you've ever seen, or like in this guy is trapped in his head.
Yeah.
Or it was all just a sham.
Right.
Okay. So both options are terrible, but one is worse than the other as far as I was concerned. And there again, there's no resolution for it. But yeah, you have to watch it because you have to just sit there and go, what the hell is, like, oh my God. Like, really?
That's what I thought when I was watching the previews.
Yeah.
There's like an undertone to the previews, and it's like there's something sinister going on.
Oh, this bitch is crazy.
Yeah, and it's like it was almost like the Hand That Rocks the Cradle type sinister shit.
So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, cool, yeah. Oh man, I know that it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. It fucking comes. And you're like, oh wow,
yeah,
no kidding, really. That point is where it all just kind of falls apart, and which is sad because there again, we always know in these documentaries like this where there's that one point where the person screws it up for everyone.
Yeah,
everyone. Like, you know, the guy that was stealing the McDonald's things. Dude, he caused a multinational business making millions of dollars to go out of business. Hundreds of people lost their jobs across the planet.
Yeah.
And he gets 2 years in prison? Like, what?
And he's still got
to turn it down. We can hear it. You know, and so and this has that turning point where you're like, wow. Yeah.
Haley's got opinions.
Yeah, she's mental. Anyways, no. So you got to watch it. So it's definitely, there again, it is a real life Beauty and the Beast story. So it's very creepy.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
It just, me saying Hand That Rocks the Cradle. So that movie scared the shit out of me because it's so unnerving. And I was pretty young when it came out, and it's like, I think it's meant to be a thriller, but it's just so, like, that movie is so unnerving.
Well, that's the great thing about that. It's a movie, so it's like you can do it with camera angles, and
Right. Yeah.
you can do it with cut scenes. So we all know how to do that now.
Yeah.
But this is a real life story, and you're just gonna be like,
Yeah. All this really happened. Yeah.
okay, and it's sad too. Like I said, there's a sadness to it that you'll sit there and you'll be like, oh man, that kind of sucks. It's like, damn it. So I mean, she's the bad guy for sure. She's the bad guy in all of this.
Clear from the beginning.
But she's like the anti-hero,
Yeah.
She's like the Riddick character.
Yeah.
Where it's like, damn it, you almost got, she killed like 10 people, but you still kind of like, I don't know, I'd rather hang out with them.
Did you ever watch You on Netflix?
No.
So he's a serial killer.
Okay. So it's like Dexter.
It's like, and it is like Dexter, that you're rooting for the serial killer a lot of times, and it's strange. It's like, well, this dude's literally a serial killer. Why do I want him to escape right now?
Yeah.
It's like, it's strange.
Okay, it's Beauty and the Beast without the happy ending. Okay, let's just say that. Okay, I'm just saying the mentality of the story is very Beauty and the Beast. Okay, but you sound like Pepe from the Muppets. Okay. Yeah, Killer Prawn. So did you get a chance to watch anything else this weekend?
I watched The Boys. I'm caught up on House of the Dragon.
I have not watched it yet.
I would wait. It's still slow and plotty. Like, I like what they're doing. They're setting shit up. Sir Kristen, hate the dude. Freaking hate.
Yeah.
Man.
So my plan is so they're at like what, 2 right now?
There are
right?
2, and there's 8 only, I think.
Yeah. So there's 2, and by the time I get a chance to watch it, there'll be a 4 in the can.
There you go.
So I'll probably watch like the first 4, and then wait the next 4 weeks, unless I can keep going.
Yeah.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
I remember Gossip Girl, but
yeah.
Wait, no, I'm thinking of Gone Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know Gossip Girl.
Talking about. She's mental. She's crazy. But yeah, so
that's basically all I watched. I watched Remembering Gene Wilder, watched that last night. But yeah, we caught up on Sunday. Sunday, I had not watched any of The Boys except for like half of one episode. Cassie and I, we watched all those, and then we watched House of the Dragon first episode, and then watched it the second later. So,
anything, any good restaurants that you partake in?
Man, I made a really good turkey sandwich tonight. Like I bought the good bread, like the Heartland, the kind of hearty bread, the wide bread.
Yeah.
A little bit of mayo, a little bit of spicy mustard, some turkey with extra cheese. I think I put 3 slices of cheese on it.
So you had a cheese and turkey sandwich.
Dagwood. I had a Dagwood. I had like 3 pieces of turkey, 3 pieces of cheese.
Wow, that's a lot of cheese.
Yeah. So it was my dinner though. So
I understand.
I didn't have no chips or anything. I was like, I'm focusing on the sandwich. But it was white bread, so I had to like spread it out a little bit.
We went out to God, I can't remember the name of this restaurant. Oh my God. Buddies of ours were like, hey, we're gonna go here for this, for birthday. You guys want to join us? We're like, sure, we'll go. There's a chance. We never eat there, and it's oh my gosh. Can't remember what it was, but it's a steakhouse. What's that, Haley?
Grillsmith.
Yep.
That's hilarious. Is that like a Will Smith play?
Yeah, no, it's not a Will Smith place.
No, I mean, is that what the?
Yeah, it might as well have been.
Yeah.
So we went to Grillsmith, and which is like supposed to be like steaks and crap, and
Yeah.
I don't like steak, so I ended up with so I got like fish and chips and the jalapeno mac and cheese. They had jalapeno mac and cheese.
Ooh, I'd go for
I was like, oh, I haven't had that in a while.
Yeah.
That's usually like a barbecue type place. And then they had creme brulee, and I'm a sucker for a creme brulee. So I was like, ooh. And it was funny because the girl was talking about she wants to go to this our hostess, who they knew our hostess because apparently. Anyways, oh shit, sorry. She's like, I want to try it. They have like a coffee flavored creme brulee, like a Java creme brulee, and I was like, I just got done eating this creme brulee, and I was like, this tasted like a shitty coffee creme brulee. Like it's like it was almost like somebody mixed in tiramisu on accident.
Oh no.
And it was just gross.
Yeah.
And I'm of course, and they don't have this coffee creme brulee there. She's talking about this restaurant she wanted to go to, and I was like, well, I've eaten this one because I'm eating like
Pretty
this
close.
one tastes like that. It was not good.
Yeah.
But I was like, whatever.
When you go to a steakhouse, are you a chicken or do you go for the pork chop?
It depends. It depends on like who we're there with and what, So if I'm flipping the bill, I'm going for chicken. That's cheap on the menu. If we're going there with others, then it'll probably be, I'll either get the lamb or the pork chop.
Oh, okay, lamb. That's a big baller move.
Yeah, well, I don't have to pay for it. So,
Yeah. Exactly.
Everyone else is over there getting tomahawks and shit. I'm like, well, I'm gonna get the lamb.
Yeah.
Which is still a third of the price of that stupid thing. So
I'm
still
I
the
did
cheapest
have
steak.
something really good, really good. I was gonna cook like potato wedges and chicken, and Bailey's like, "Well, I'd rather have steaks." So we have a family chat, and I was like, "Listen, if y'all want to cook steaks, I'll eat steaks."
Right.
So she's like, "We're going to the store." So they come back, some fat ribeyes. I couldn't even finish it.
Wow.
So I had it for dinner that night, lunch the next day. Delicious.
Oh, nice.
Matt's our resident steak cooker. He's very good at it.
Oh, that's nice. See, that's even better. Like when you
Yeah.
don't have to cook shit.
Yeah.
Like somebody else can like somebody's good at it other than you.
Yeah.
Like to me, that's the bonus.
That is the way. That's
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah, because like I suck at cooking steaks. Luckily, I don't eat them, so I was like, if you don't want a steak that's burnt, learn how to cook it yourself. So she learned how to cook them herself. So now she's it's her grill. She can take care of it, which is good. So because I will fuck them up. Yeah, but no. And then Sunday morning, my dad was like, I want some pancakes. I want pancakes. And I'm like, okay, let's go get you some pancakes. So we have this new breakfast spot that Haley and I have gone to a couple times, which is kind of bougie little breakfast spot, which is nice because it's cleaner than it should be for a breakfast place.
Yeah.
Everyone is a little bit uptight, which to me is great because I hate going to a dirty spoon breakfast place. I do, but most of the time I don't. I want to go someplace nice and clean and and isn't like IHOP, although I love IHOP. We did end up at IHOP at one point last week. I don't remember what night that was. Oh, that was earlier. I think we talked about that.
Yeah, that's a bold move, though. That's a bold. You never know who's working at nighttime IHOP.
Well, dude, it was funny too because the bill came and it was like
Florida. Like, dude, there's so many red flags in this instance.
Oh yeah.
Late night IHOP, Florida.
Dude, the place was packed.
Dude, 3 strikes.
Oh, dude. And so the bill came and it was like $72. I go, bro, did we have a Cheesecake Factory and I didn't know it? I mean, what the hell just happened here?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, but it's funny too because in there again, that was just a really bad night. So it was Wednesday. Yeah, I know when it was. I was just, I guess that was Wednesday night. Yeah, but so we took him out for breakfast, and everyone got their, their whatever. He got his pancakes.
Did you get when the breakfast spot I took you in Fernando? Did you get a pancake that day?
I don't remember if I did or not, but that was a good breakfast place.
Yeah, that place is good. It's kind of like the bougie one.
Yes, that's exactly why it was good.
But they bring their pancakes are bigger than the place.
Yeah, they're freaking huge.
Yeah. I don't remember. I never.
Basic idea.
Yeah, and it's like
I don't want that much pancake.
Yeah, no.
You know, to me, the ideal pancake still is the McDonald's pancake.
Yeah, the size.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's like, you know, you can eat 2 of them. 3 is too much.
Right.
It's like I would rather feel like, damn it, I wish I. Oh well, no big.
What's like you can't even eat like IHOP's pancakes aren't huge, but you can't eat 2 of them really. Not with unless that's the only thing you're eating.
Right. Yeah. You know, why would you want to just eat
No.
I don't know. I'm not a pancake guy. Like
I love pancakes, but I can't, like I told you before, I can't end on sweetness.
Right.
I have to have something savory. Dude, listen, Stuart, don't make us kick you out, man. What was our scale? Well, our scale was IHOP this is my scale. IHOP 10, Denny's 1, McDonald's is a 5 on that scale.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is, like the McDonald's pancake is 100% always the same. Because listen, they're toasters, man. They're not making
like a little piece of rubber, but
yeah, they're just dropping them in, and you can pick it up, put some of that shitty fake butter on it, and some syrup, and like it's good. It's good. It will always be the same flavor, Sue. Yeah. But I just like I'm not a pancake guy, right? I don't like I like French toast.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
You know, I think it goes like French toast, pancakes, waffles.
Yeah, I agree.
I just like the waffle is like just
I do, but the waffle on special occasion, like sometimes I want a Waffle House waffle.
Right.
But it's not like I'm not like if I'm picking, I'm just picking French toast every time.
Yeah.
And then
even like a waffle, I don't want to put butter on it because I hate it when you get like
too much,
like cold butter in the little holes
in there.
Yeah, it's like why?
Oh, I get that.
Butter?
I use a ton of butter, but like I ruined it last time we had Waffle House because what happened? It pulled up in the things.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't even finish this.
No, because now it's just buttery shit.
Yeah, I ruined it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all the same thing. I mean, French toast,
yeah,
waffles, and pancakes.
Yeah.
It's all just dough.
Dude, I'm not a crepe guy. I thought I would be, but the ones I've had I haven't liked.
I don't mind crepes.
Yeah.
No one else likes crepes. Haley hates crepes. Sue doesn't like crepes. Like
you know what? How I like crepes when they're made with eggs. And it's an omelet.
It's like a French tortilla. Is basically
just make it out of eggs.
Got a little sweetness to it.
Make it out of eggs and put a little bit of cheese in it, and I'm good. French roach. No, we don't. We think French toast is better.
French toast is better.
Yeah.
So like but what I'm saying is it's like Mexican food, man. It's tortilla filled with meat, lettuce, and cheese.
Yeah,
all the same shit. Okay, you fry it, you don't fry it, you bake it, you grill it, whatever. It's all the same stuff. It all has different flavor.
Yeah,
and that's what makes one better than the other. But at the most part, it's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
One
egg's back. One of them, the egg is whipped in the center, and the other one, the egg is soaked in it. You know, and then whatever you do for a waffle. You know, so yeah.
I used to think waffles were great, but then like once you've had like one too many hotel breakfast waffles,
you're
like done with waffles at that point.
I'm
more of a sausage guy than bacon myself, but I don't dislike bacon.
I don't care for any of it. Like, given the opportunity, I just want eggs and cheese, or just eggs. That's after eating there again, like you said, hotel breakfast.
Yeah.
I used to get excited, like, oh my gosh, it's buffet, and then it's like, now I'm like, I just want a banana, maybe some eggs. I'll take the shitty liquidy cooked eggs.
That's
if I can get some off the top that aren't gooey.
Dude, the safe thing at hotel breakfast is an apple, banana, the yogurt, Or the cereal. If you're into cereal, they have like cornflakes or just,
Yeah.
whatever, Raisin Bran.
Yeah. I just pass. I very rarely will eat
You can put
hotel.
salsa in those. They usually have salsa there, and it's like can make it passable.
So if they have a bread station, I'll grab like a bagel and
Oh yeah,
peanut butter.
with I do cream cheese, but yeah,
Yeah. Like a bagel with peanut butter and a banana.
yeah.
I'm good. But I try to avoid it. Like I just, most of the time it's like, hey, we're gonna go to Starbucks, and I'll be like, okay, liquid
Dude,
breakfast it is.
when we went to New York in December, I had the street vendor New York bagel with cream cheese.
Oh, that's probably fantastic.
Dude, like they aren't lying. Those bagels are on freaking point.
We had a guy drive down from New York to do a system, and so before he left, he picked up the bagels and then drove straight down. And so, we got the bagels that day, and it was like, wow, and they were just big and they were yummy, and it was like, oh, these are, yeah, definitely,
good.
yeah, but
Worth it.
yeah, banana and a bagel all the time, yeah, exactly. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just it's funny because I'll be watching these guys and I'll be like, oh, this is so great. And I'll be like,
No,
dude, lunch is in like 3 hours and that's going to be way better than this shit. So I'll wait. You guys eat it all.
Yep.
I don't want to shit my brains out.
Yeah, hotel breakfast is sketchy. I've had good hotel breakfast, but I'll usually go down there and look because I'm up anyways. But
yeah, no, that was in Canada. The last hotel breakfast I had, we were in Canada, and everyone, we're all meeting to go to Niagara Falls, and so we all meet downstairs to have breakfast. And I was like, okay, I'll get breakfast. And so I went and got breakfast, and I ate it. I paid like $24 for it, and I was like, I am not eating breakfast the rest of this trip. This shit sucks. Like, I will starve. I'm not interested in any of this crap. And I think most of those trips I only eat like once a day anyways, and it was like, ugh, so gross.
We I can't even remember where we were at. It was me and Cassie, and I'll always up before her. Go down, check out breakfast. It's they said continental breakfast. I got down.
Yeah.
There's an omelet bar, dude making fresh omelets.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit. And then so I eat an omelet. Kate's like, well, what's breakfast look like? I was like, there's an omelet bar down there. She's like, for free? And I was like, yeah, it's not. It's their thing.
Yeah.
So that one was good.
Yeah. So the only other breakfast buffet that I look forward to is on the ship when we're on the Disney ship.
Oh yeah.
It's like their breakfast is like fucking, yeah, that's a breakfast, man. I mean, it's just like, where do I begin? I know where I'm ended.
I do the main dining hall breakfast because we're going on a cruise next week.
Yeah.
And you can get some wicked French toast.
Yeah. So I'm a big poached egg guy. Like I love poached eggs, and they just have like a platter of poached eggs for for making holiday shit.
Eggs Benedict, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I hate eggs. I don't like the Benedict sauce. I just like the poached eggs.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, poached egg.
That's funny because Cassie was telling me
waffles.
Waffles. There you go.
Yeah,
she was telling me last night. She's like, "What does hollandaise sauce taste like?" And I was like, "They make it. I like it." I said, "It's made out of eggs as well." She's like, "Well, I like everything but that, and they always have that on there." And I was like, "I don't know what to tell you.
I just get it without it."
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We're going Royal Caribbean this time, so it may be completely different. But I know on Carnival, it's all one thing.
Yeah, no. So this is nice. They don't do that. When we were in Atlantic City, I told like the first day, when we were early, I told Fernando, I said, all right, listen, we got time. Let's go on. Let's just go get a good breakfast because this will probably be the only time we could eat breakfast on this whole trip. Yeah. So we went to the the restaurant, and I ordered eggs Benedict, no Benedict sauce, and it was like, yeah, this is really good. I was happy.
He called it Benedict sauce.
Yeah, I don't call it hollandaise sauce, Benedict sauce. I don't want the creamy shit all over the top of it.
Egg, ham, and
on a muffin. It was fantastic.
No.
yeah, it's yeah, it was that's it. It's like I don't know. But the ship usually does a pretty good job of breakfast. You know, that was the thing. Like we've never eaten in the restaurant. We've always just go to the buffet for breakfast.
Yeah.
Like I love breakfast,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I it's weird. I just want to I don't want to spend an hour on breakfast. You know, I just want to get some shit
out. Yeah.
get the fuck out. Which is funny. So I don't know. We got another cruise coming up in August. I was thinking about that. I was like, I wonder if we should get up one morning and go to the because you can do it. You can just walk in and they'll seat you and you order whatever you want.
So, dude, we love the main dining hall. I don't know if that's gonna be true in Royal Caribbean, but
yeah. So, but Disney does a really good job on their like buffet stuff.
yeah,
You know, it's like fantastic. Don't want Benedict sauce, please. Exactly. Whatever. Yeah, there you go.
Funny.
So the breakfast sucks. I'm guessing she's done it on one of her many cruising experiences.
Yeah.
So that would be why we haven't done it since then, because you know she sets the tone. I just follow along.
We listen. We do the brunch. That's where we usually get where you can get a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Right there.
I like going through. I like cruising at lunchtime. I like cruising through the see what's going on the buffet because every now and then they'll have like one trip we were on. They had Indian food. I was like, oh, this shit just got real, bro. So that was good. I really enjoyed that. But there again, I'm not like I don't like a big meal.
Yeah.
I like little
quick bites.
Because it's like I can't boom plate. Oh fuck this.
Oh, I'm there for the show, man. They're doing the beef Wellington. It's like Beauty and the Beast scene where they're eating. They got the beef Wellington, the baked Alaska. They catch it on fire and
No, that's probably fun. Yeah. I mean, it's. I don't think any of the cruises we've been on they've done a Wellington.
Have they not? That was the first time I ever had it.
Yeah, it's because that's a Gordon Ramsay thing.
Yeah.
That's his signature dish at all his restaurants is the Wellington.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So at the Paris, they do apparently an amazing in the Eiffel Tower. They do an amazing Wellington, according to Fernando. But in Atlantic City, you would rather it tastes like it came off of a taxi cab floor.
The one on the cruise was mid. It was okay, but I'd rather would have had a steak.
Yeah, the cruise dining room food at the end of the day is the most lackluster thing I'd rather just go get pizza.
I had some really good meals on the cruise, but I was doing the daily specials for the most part. So Cassie was getting the same chicken or whatever every day.
Yeah, but there again, I want to try stuff, but I also look at it and go, this is just gonna suck.
Yeah. Like Cassie did that, and she was telling me. She's like, yeah, I really don't like this. And the waiter had happened. We got the same waiter every night.
Yep.
And he's like, hey, what else do you want?
Yeah.
She's like, well, I take this. She's like, I'm bringing whatever you want. You want try all of them and bring them all.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just it. That's why, I'll, and they've instilled that upon me now. It's like just order. If there's something, if you're not sure, just get two.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, okay.
The pizza is the only food that's like 24 hours on a cruise.
Yeah.
So pizza's like a main portion of the food that's going on.
Yes. You'll eat a lot of random midnight cheese pizza.
Yeah. And then get a twist cone or something.
If they're open.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Room service is always open, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's
like on Carnival, the froyo machines they're out there. You get them whenever you want.
I think Disney shuts their shit down to clean them or something, which you're never going to experience on a Carnival.
Well, I did find out on Royal Caribbean that they make the cones for you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Because there's so many kids, man, with their fingers in the machine. And
Yes. I would much rather they make the cones.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I stayed away from the ice cream machine by the end of the trip. I was like,
yeah,
I'll pass on that. I'm good.
Licking their finger, putting it in the thing. Yeah.
Really, my wife wants to do a cruise. Just didn't know. So yeah, I'm not a cruiser either. I went on my first cruise but we do Disney because they love the Disney shit.
Yeah.
And then we just signed up for, even though we're going long, we just signed up for a cruise in 2026.
Ooh.
So
The one through the States?
No, the Panama Canal.
Oh, okay.
14 days.
Holy smokes.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy. But it's 2 years away. So, fuck. It's like April of 2026. And it's already almost sold out. I was like, holy
wow.
So, yeah, I was like, damn, we got a long way to go.
Yeah.
But there again, it's but we do have another cruise in like April. So the nice thing is, you like for like a lot of these, you can just do like a nice little weekend cruise. Disney is totally different than everyone else. All the other cruises that I've come to figure out from what everyone is telling me. I've never done any of the other shit, but everyone that has done both is like, it's either the greatest thing in the world or like I'm going back to Disney.
Yeah.
Paul gave. I don't ask.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be here.
Exactly.
Yeah. Rock on.
Yeah. Well, I've only been on one cruise and I had a blast. So
yeah,
we'll see how this goes.
So Disney does this rating. So you get like your second cruise is silver. I don't know what is your gold, and then you have platinum, and they have opal, and you get discounts and notifications and prizes and gift bags and all kinds of shit. So the more cruises you go on, the more higher ranking you become. And so like the girls are gold. I'm still silver because I've only been on like 3 cruises. Amy is our other cruise buddy. She's platinum, trying to get to opal. She's like, I'm gonna get to opal. I'm like, oh, I know you are, because they had to. So after platinum, they had to come out with something after that because there's so many cruisers. But you know, the funny part is you do a 2 or 3 day cruise, counts as 1. If you do a 14-day cruise, counts as 1. That's one of those things where I go, well, that's dumb. No, Pearl. Sorry, Pearl, not opal. My bad. But you know, so my goal is just get the gold.
Yeah.
So I can get the gold gift bags because they get cool gift bags. I don't get shit.
Dude, when you look at the price of Disney cruise,
it's like, most expensive.
Like, dude, I'll just go on a European cruise and go to freaking like the Greek Isles or something like that.
Yeah, Disney cruises are expensive. There's no question about it. Yeah. But I will say, it's not like so like going to Atlantic City, flying on Spirit, this whole experience.
Yeah.
It really makes you appreciate not doing that. You know, you kind of get pearl, platinum, gold, silver, gem pop. You kind of get an appreciation for like, okay, this is what I'm paying for, right? This is experience I'm paying for, and if you can do that, then it makes sense, right?
Right.
Gem pop sounds like prison. Yeah, I know. That's just what they call everybody else, you know. So it's like
that's what they call the peasants.
That's what they call the peasants. Yeah, it's so funny. It's like these people are so bad. You know, the first timers. You know, like the people that have no idea. To me, I'm like, I was like, because they're going on like a 4-day cruise in like September or October or something, and I go, I'm just gonna get a room. I'm gonna get the most basic room in like the bottom inside of the ship where there's no windows or nothing. I'm just gonna go and sleep for 3 days. And we were trying to be nice. That's so sad. And they're like, "Oh, you should do that." I was like, "Hell no, I'm not gonna do that. It's like $2,200 to have a shithole." And I'm like, "Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
No, I'll just sit at home and stare at the ceiling."
Yeah, I don't think I'll go on Disney cruise. I just don't. I don't know.
It's okay.
It'd be nice. I know it'd be nice, but I don't know. Too much.
You know, I just look at it like there's nothing to do, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of just for me. It's like there's nothing. There's nothing I can do. Like I'm expected. Like the only expectation is you need to be here so we can play trivia.
Right. Yeah.
Like, okay. You know, that's the most stressful thing.
Yeah, I mean that's how it is on the cruise. Yeah, maybe one day, but I think I'll probably do a European cruise before then.
I would do a European cruise
or an Alaskan cruise.
Lots of fun. I'd still do that with Disney. That was great. I saw the other ships. I was way happier we were on Disney because Disney does the small ship there, so there's only like 2,500 people, if that. It's a smaller ship, so it's like it was great because it's a smaller ship. We could go in further. It's not 27 stories high. It was very. I enjoyed, to me, and that's the ship that there's two small. Disney has two small ships, and that's the ship. The sister ship for the one we went to Alaska is going to be the one that's going through the canal, which I was like, fuck yeah, because to me. We've been on their biggest ship now, and we've been on their smallest ship, and we've been on the medium-sized one, which is like medium only by like 12 feet.
Yeah.
And the smallest ship to me has been the best, like been the best experience, the best layout, the most fun. I enjoyed that one the best.
Jeez.
So that's why I was like, when they said it's going to be this, we're going. I was like, sign me up, I'll go.
Yeah.
So
that's what might suck about our cruise is it's a much bigger ship than we were on last time. So it's like one of those. It's not the biggest ships they make, but it's like the old mega ships. So
and there again, I also look at that giant mega ship they have. That's like, it's like two hotels next to one another with an atrium in the middle, and it's like to me that looks really cool. Like I would do that just because it seems pretty crazy.
When we were there, we were in our own little zone. We stayed away from the high population places.
Well, that's the thing. They're so big, you can you can do whatever you want.
So we were over there playing bingo, doing Deal or No Deal, watching the shows,
doing
all the old people shit.
Exactly, and that's basically us.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like just walking around the ship aimlessly. Like, me, that is the best part. Like, what are you guys doing? Because Haley get pissed. Like, where'd you go? I'm like, I just went for a walk, man. I just want to walk around. I'm paying for this. I kind of walk around. I just want to walk around and see shit.
I walk around, get tired, and then I'm like, I'm sitting on the side where no one's at, just looking at the ocean. My eyes closed, my hat over my head.
Yes, that is the best. That is the best. Hands down, that is the best. I did that on the last ship, and my mom kept waking me up, and I'm like,
quit.
Let me fall asleep, for fuck's sake. God.
That's what I done. We walked around, explored, and I was like, yeah, this is awesome. And then I found a nice, comfy spot. I'm like, oh, there's shade here.
Yeah. Well, on 4 of the Disney ships, they have a walk around, and it's designed like the old walk around ships with the wood floor, and then the old chairs that really nice. So
you pull the you evaporate.
Yeah. Oh well. All right, guys, we won't drag you through the mud any longer. You guys have a spectacular night
and a good 4th of July, because we won't see you afterwards.
Yes, and we'll take it from there.
All right,
you guys be good. We'll see you next time.